Hi guys, welcome to our another stream. My name is Akash Malhotra. I'll be your financial analyst for today's session. Welcome to another stream. I welcome you from the complete financial analyst family, and we always been very happy to see you as always. Welcome to our another stream. I'm very happy to see you after a very long time. It's been a complete week. And you know guys what really happened in the market, if you look into the price, there is a lot of volatility in the market. 16,000 rupees is what we have invested into USD, is what we have invested into the downward direction. Considering the fact that the based on the existing market circumstances, we were very confident and evident that there is a very good probability for gold to decrease, and also I can tell you right now there is a very good chances for gold to decrease from this moment onwards. To have a very closer look on this, if you have a very good potential, you can take the trade in downward direction. We actually made a lot of profit using the same analogy, and we keep on doing that. There is a very good chances for gold to decrease at this existing moment. Around $200 is our profit margin right now. What we are doing is we are doing some scalping part for the time being. Okay, let's close this trade for the time being. We have some more trades open. What you can see in my live account is I have opened few more fixed time trade. So what really happened, so the non-farm payroll was supposed to be released for today, and it did in fact, and which created a lot of havoc in the market. That means the market volatility. Not only on this account of mine, I think on another sub account of mine I did open up another trade. I think around $500 is what I have invested, and around 20% profit margin is already been reached. I will be holding a position on this. Not only on this, I think on another sub account of mine, I am holding a good volume of trade there as well. Okay, let me just close my trade on this. Around 10% profit is what we made, and we will try to close this trade right now. So yeah, every single trade that you are seeing in my trading account is been based on the non-farm payroll, which is fluctuating the market to the one of the best strength. I would also need to tell you that this is a very good moment to place a downward trade in gold if you are looking into a long-term holding position specifically on gold, because this is an exciting time on which today the non-farm payroll was released, and it is actually affecting the market to the one of the greatest possible strength. We anticipated that the value of gold must be decreasing. Once it rose on, it must be decreasing, and indeed it is decreasing. We have actually made a lot of trades on this, not only on this account of mine. Let me just maximize the screen. I think, okay, let me just reload my screen. My screen is not showing me the optimal data. I'm just reloading it. Okay, now there is a sub account. I'll switch to another sub account of mine. If you look into my trades are, I did executed a trade on some of the assets, and what I'm trying to do is to scalp up my trade. Scalp up means I'm just holding my positions. And you know what really happens, the non-farm payroll was released, and it was one of the best market volatility conditions. I told all my clients, if the value of gold increases, there is a high probability that the value of gold will decrease. And based on that, if you'll see, I have executed a lot of trades of mine, and the gold is actually returning down. This is an excellent news for us based on this market circumstance. It is an excellent conditions on which we are trying to make profit, not only on this account, but I think another sub account of mine, we are able to make like around more than 50% profit, which I believe it's a very good profit. Let's just close this trade. Okay, do not expect a lot from the market, guys. Our objective is to scalp our way out from that moment. We make the money, we leave the market rather than staying in the market for the longer duration. So yeah, it's an excellent ways that we handle it effectively well. A lot of clients of mine made a profit on that, and I'm very happy on that part. So as I told you, when the value of gold increases, there was a very high chances the value of gold will decrease, and it is decreasing now. And specifically on another pair, like when the value of gold increases, it varies inversely proportional to the variation in USD, and that is another reason why the value of USD JPY will be keep on increasing. We are keeping a very closer look on the USD JPY pair. We'll try to find out whether we have a good probability of profit on that or not. So this is an excellent position. As I told you, there is another trade open, and if you look into my trade, the amount of the trade is like around $1,424. Around $1,600 is what we have invested. Today is one of the best days in the market, and everything is working in our favor. Actually, in today's NFP, we were able to make like around 106, $17, 170, $28, not only on this sub account of ours, but I think on another sub account. On this, if you'll see, we were able to make like around $205 profit, and on this account, I think we made more than, if we calculate it, 192, 22, 37. So around, with the scalping procedure done, around $300 to $400 profit in here. So overall for today, we made more than $500 profit, which is amazing. I'm very happy since we made the profit. One of the biggest trade is still into the pipeline, around $1,424. Still, we have taken the trade, and we are waiting for around 2 hours and 30 minutes to close. And once it will be closed, our trade will be ending on the profitable front. So yeah, that is what is happening for today. Welcome to all of you. And sorry, I will be reading your all comments. Let me tell you about myself. My name is Akash Malhotra, and every week I do usually comes to you and try to give you some good trading advice. We also take some live trades. So whatever you are seeing, it's one of the best moment in the financial market. We are trying to curb our profit based on that. And let me see, on I think USD JPY, we finally hit the profit margin. Nice. This is what we have anticipated from the market. It was one of the craziest moment, and the market started rising for our benefit. So we invested like around $1,200 using 80 as a leverage, as a multiplier, and finally around what we say, around 10% profit, more than 10% profit is what we made on this. Okay, so let me just close this amount, the bigger volume trade which I have taken. All right, and we'll take the trade with the smaller amount now, because we have closed the trade with a bigger amount. We'll switch to $200, and we'll be selecting around the leverage of around 80. Again, we'll place a buy order in here. You see, our objective is to first of all eliminate the bigger amount, and then we'll try to work up on the small amount, and this is how we are able to make profit on this. It's an excellent opportunity for all the traders. So non-farm payroll works amazing. I think it started giving us profit once again. Nice. Guys, let me know into the comment section, how do you feel about the stream, if you like today's stream. So this is an experiment that we are doing. We are trying to conduct a webinar, live webinars, especially with you. We try to give you some good trading advice. We also take some live trades. So the main objective of creating this channel was to reach as many clients as possible, and that is why the new channel has been created, Olymp Trade Practice, where all my colleagues from the different geological locations do take webinars. And you know, I'm very happy because we are getting a lot of love from you guys. You have been constantly helping us out, and it's our job to help our client as well. So Olymp Trade did an initiative to reach out to help each and every client to the best possible extent, and that is what we are trying to do. Guys, let me know into the comment section, what do you like about today's stream? What are the different things that you are looking out in the financial market? Do you love fixed time trade or forex trade? Let me know into the comment section. I will be reading your comment exclusively. I'll be answering to all your questions. And yeah, we will be taking some live trades for today as well. In fact, we did while having conversations with you. I was able to make more than $400 profit, and there is another trade of mine around $1,600, which is still in there. If you look into my entry points, I caught the point of the very highest point, and I was very sure that the value of gold will decrease, and it's been decreasing. Yeah, we'll wait for some. Okay, so Water Skill Gaming said, what is the leverage? Sir, welcome to the stream. So what is the leverage? So leverage is something that you see in the form of multiplier. I'll give you an example. So suppose if you are willing to invest in forex, let's just suppose I selected like USD JPY, right? If you select USD JPY, and if you want to invest like around 10 rupees, or for your example, let's just consider the value of 70 rupees. Okay, so if you use 70 rupees as an investment, and then if you use the leverage of around 100, so your total capital will become 70 into 100, which would be equal to how much? 7,000 rupees. And based on this 7,000 rupees, your profit will be there. So I'll give you an example. So suppose USD JPY rises by 1%, right? 1% of 14.7, it will be equal to 1.47 around. Okay. So if from existing position, if market rises by 1.47 or 1%, then if you have invested 70 rupees and if you have used 100 as a leverage, then in that situation, if 1% increase in the market, it will be multiplied by 100. So the total profit, it would be equal to around how much? 100%. That means on investing 70 rupees, you will be making 70 rupees. If let's just suppose the market rose by 1% and you have selected the leverage, that is multiplier of around 500. So whatever the jump the market has made from the existing price, so that means let's just suppose the market rose by 1% and you use 500 as a multiplier. So 1 into 500, which will be equal to 500% on the capital investment. That means suppose you have invested 70 rupees, the 500% of 70 rupees equal to 3,500 rupees is what you will be making. This is how the multiplier works. So if you want to multiply these, this will also be fine. And if you want to understand from the percentage point of view, for better clarity, let me give you an example. So suppose I use 50 as a leverage. Look into this percentage profit margin. It is showing us around 38%. But if you at the same time, if you use 500 multiplier, the same price will be going ahead with 378% profit. So that means leverage is a form of extra fund which has been given by the company, and that is why you will be making money that many times from the existing profit, from the existing point. Please place a trade of 70 using 100 multiplier. Sure. So let's take a 70 rupees and we'll select 100 as a multiplier, right? We'll take a buy option here. Now since we have selected an upward direction trade, if you'll see, our profit margin right now, it is showing us around 74%. But suppose rather than using 70 as a leverage, if we could have selected 500, our profit margin would be around 368%. So that's how the multiplier works. It basically increases, but at the same time, you can see the value of stop loss also decreases if you use it. Like if you want me to show you the demonstration, let me give an example. So suppose I am investing like around $1,000 here with 100 as a leverage. Okay, now or let's just take 100 as a leverage, right? So here you can see around 70%, right? If I place a buy option here, and at the very moment I'll go ahead with 500 multiplier as well and select another buy. So with this multiplier of 500, if you look into this, of multiplier 500 with multiplier 500, it is showing me around $27 negative. However, here with 100 multiplier, it is showing me around $6. So the higher the value of multiplier that you select, the higher the risk will be there, but higher the chances of profit would also be there. Absolutely. I hope Mr. Water Skill Gaming, you got my point on this. I think we have taken $200 trade on another account of mine, and it's showing us like around $11 profit. Again, we are doing a good amount of profit here. Kudos to the effort that we made. And as I told you in the beginning of the stream, there is a good chances for gold to decrease, and finally it started decreasing. It decreased with such a immense strength. If you want me to show you my FTT in a minute duration, you will see the market dropped like anything. Can you see this? And this is what I told my clients. So take a down trade on gold. There was a very good chances for market to drop down, and it finally did. And finally we are able to make humongous amount of profit based on the analytics that we have applied in here. if you look into the overall history of my trades, this is where on the scalping we were able to make profit, and here around $11 also is a profitable there. I think Mr. Water Skill Gaming asked me to take trade with 70 rupees, and it should be profitable by this time. That means around 10% is profit what we have made on this. So I hope guys you are liking today's stream. Please let me know into the comment section. This is one of the best part. What is one of the best part? Being an analyst to guide you on the different terms and teach you how to make money in the financial market. It's very easy to make money in the financial market if you know how the market works. So today's the market volatility was very high because the non-farm payroll was released exactly at 6. The market was pushing itself into the downward direction, and what we have predicted, if you see, whenever the value of USD rises, it varies inversely proportional to the variation in the gold, right? And here if you'll see gold specifically, it at the very moment when the USD started decreasing, the gold prices started increasing. But one of the best thing about this to understand is we have one of the highest price for gold, all time high price. Can you see this? It was around 2480, and this candle was very close, so that means this level could be acting as a level of resistance. That is why I told all my clients to put a trade in downward direction on gold, because if you look into my trades as well, all of them are profitable, all of them. These are the exact trade which I have taken just by now. If you look into the timing, these are recently open up trades in here. There are a couple of more trades are open, but I still believe the gold will fall itself down, and we still will be able to make a generous amount of profit, Not only this, our another trade in fixed time trade is still there. $1,600 is what we have invested. Around $1,424 are still there. So yeah, I think we have another comment. Mr. Water Skill Gaming said, what is the amount? What amount is at the risk? It just okay. So whatever amount that you invest in your trading account, so the amount that you have invested will be only at that specific risk. So suppose I have invested only 70 rupees in this situation, so my 70 rupees will be at risk, and even it would be a lot less riskier because I have an option to select stop loss, right? I can select based on the value or the percent. Suppose I have invested 70 rupees. I really do not want to lose more than 30% of my capital. So I put down stop loss here, right? So that means around 15 rupees would be at my risk, and take profit, I'll just take it like around 120%. So that means my trade will be closed whenever it reaches 30% stop loss margin. Okay. And if the market started rising, and there will be a point I would be happy to close my trade, so it will be closing around 120%. Mr. Black Mass said, where can I contact you, your number and other platforms? Sir, I'm very happy since you want me to do that, but you can reach out to us, our financial analyst team, right? If you have advanced and expert status client, expert status clients are given 4 sessions in a month, and advanced status clients are given 1 session in a week, 1 session in a month. Let me correct you once again. Expert status clients have been given 4 sessions in a month, and advanced status clients have been given 1 session in a month. You see, financial market is full of all the opportunities. We have to catch the market exactly at the right moment. And in the beginning of the session, probably some of the clients have seen that my trade was in the non-profitable, but finally we are able to make a generous amount of profit based on the trading idea we have recently explored. Yeah, so in case you want to contact us, if you have advanced or expert status client, you can go to this help option, go to support. Via chat window, you can forward your request that you need to have a conversation with the financial analyst. We as a financial analyst team are from the different geological locations. So there are a lot of clients of mine who can speak, Arabic language or some different language. So we have also analysts for that. This is an exclusive service which has been given by Olymp Trade to help our client to meet their trading goals, their trading journey. Every trader have their trading journey. So we as a financial analyst make sure that whatever problem arises, we will try to rectify it and we'll try to help you to reach your financial goal, your financial freedom. And that is why in the very first thing helped me to join Olymp Trade. So the reason for me to join Olymp Trade was only this, to reach as many clients as possible and assist them in their trading journey to reach their financial goals. Alright, so let's begin our conversation. As you can know, the name of the stream is Trade Using the Japanese Trend Strategy. This is one of the easiest trading strategy, and you will not require any status at all to apply this strategy and make money using this strategy. So the interface that you are seeing is the portrait mobile interface. We seen a lot of clients were majorly taking trades on mobile, and they felt like it is very difficult to make money when they are using the mobile version, and that is why I switched to the mobile version by myself. I reduced the size, and based on that I am showing you that it is not difficult at all to make money in the financial market. I will be teaching you some of the good trading strategies altogether, and we'll try to find out one of the weak movements in the market, and we'll try to capitalize on those movements altogether. I hope guys, if you like today's stream, make sure you hit that like button. There is also an option to subscribe to Olymp Trade. Subscribe to Olymp Trade, reach out to as many clients as possible, share it with your friends in case you like today's stream. So as you can know, the name of the stream is it's one of the best trading strategy that I'll be applying it for today. So the name of the stream is Trend Using the Japanese Trend. So Japanese trend is something, the strategy which is available to all the clients. What all you guys have to do is to click on the A symbol, which is the technical analysis symbol in here. Okay, so the last trade which we have taken is on the profitable front. Nice. What you have to do, you have to go on to this A symbol, which is, we call it as technical analysis symbol. We click on here, we go to strategies option, right? We scroll it down, and you will see the Japanese trend strategy, right? It's a very simple strategy. I'll teach you how it basically works. So it is available to all the client, irrespective of the status that you have. It is available to advanced status, expert status, and starter status client. So what you need to do, let me tell you once again. You go to A symbol, which is call it as technical analysis tool, or this symbol, specific A symbol. We click in here. We go to strategies option, and here while scrolling down, we see Japanese trend strategy. We click in here, we press an enable strategy option. In case you don't know, there is a special YouTube tutorial has been there. If you want to know, you can click on here. Once you enable the strategy, our special interface basically apply the strategy automatically, and here you will see the strategy something like this. Now what the very first thing that you will observe about this strategy is the candlestick formation. The candlestick formation is quite different. Okay, let's take some trade. I have $160 history trade. We'll be risking it for around I think 3 minutes. Let me switch it to 1 minute duration. There's a very good chances for this asset to fall down, and that is what we are expecting or anticipating. That is why we took the trade in downward direction. So let's continue our conversation. So guys, the name of the strategy is Japanese trend. Now how this strategy basically is, and guys, let me tell you that copying my trade, so while I'm streaming, there is a difference of around 30 seconds to a minute duration, and if you will try to copy my trades, I would highly not recommend it to you, because it will be opening up with the delays. So your trade can go for the toss in the last second or so. So be very careful while if you want to copy my trades. I would highly recommend you to first of all practice what I am teaching you, and then we'll see what are the accuracy rates in there, and based on that we will try to execute the trade. For the time being, I want you to understand this strategy, how it basically works, and how you will be able to capitalize on these movements altogether. So what you are seeing is the candlestick formation, right? This candlestick formation, we call this as Heikin Ashi. Now why Heikin Ashi name has been given to it? Because the Heikin Ashi candle, every candle starts from middle of the previous candle. Can you see this? Starting from the middle. Let me look into the last trade. It's showing us profitable front. Let's wait for it. So every single that candle that you will see, it's been starting from the middle of the last previous candle. Now why this has been basically used? It's been used by a lot of traders, a lot of investors, to find out the easy way for the trend analysis, right? And that is what majority of the people usually use it for. Now our objective is to make maximum profitability. So it why the Heikin Ashi candle has been used? Because it shows you a very smooth graph. If you see, the graph is a lot smoother and it's very refined graph. If you will see, it's very refined graph, right? All green and red candles appearance has been there. It's because the Heikin Ashi candle has a very smoother observation. So we have taken the trade for around $60 into the downward direction, and I hope around in 40 seconds it will be closing. And guys, let me tell you, this trading strategy are absolutely easy to apply and easy to understand. We are waiting for the trade to close. Around 26 seconds are remaining for the trade to close. We cannot say anything about the strategy, but using the strategy we can conclude to the conversation that majority of the trades can go for the positive side if you try to know what trading strategy is and how you will be able to execute the strategy. Okay, so yeah, so let's talk about the strategy itself. So as I told you, so here if you will see, now the name of the strategy is Japanese trend. Now we will not apply this strategy everywhere. We have to understand what are the entry points where we'll be executing this trade, and we'll try to maximize our capitalization on that. Let's first of all, let's look into the last trade that we have taken. Around $54 is $60 is what we have invested. Around $54 is what we have made. We have given the time for around 3 minutes for the trade to close. Okay, so now here the strategy has been crafted for the longer duration. And what is the reason for taking the trades? I'll also guide you about that. So usually we follow 1:2/3 formation. That means if you watch the graph for 5 minutes duration, your trading time should be at least higher than that. At least higher than that. The second thing is, while using this strategy, these Heikin Ashi candles, be very careful. The size of candle is a doji candle. Never take trades on the doji candle. That's a very simple rule. It's a very simple rule. We will never take the trade using this strategy on specifically on the Heikin Ashi. We will never take the trade when the candle is doji. Now what does doji really means? When the size of body is small and there is a tail in both the ends. This is a sign of trend reversal, which has been used broadly by all the traders to find out the weak trend. So if you see, whenever the trend tries to reverse itself, the size of candle usually decreases, then there is a doji candle formation happens, and then the trend reverses. So while using this trading strategy, I would recommend you to not open up the trade when there is a doji candlestick formation there, because it is an uncertain part. It is an uncertain part which is guiding us that whether there will be a trend reversal or not. I hope you guys are getting the point. Let's try to find some good trades. And yeah, let me talk about the RSI. Here in center, what you can see is RSI. We call it as relative strength index. Here you will see 3% level, 30%, 50% and 70%. So the value of RSI is around 14 period. RSI 14 is there. Let me remove this horizontal and trend line. So when it usually gives you signal, how to spot a signal? So first of all, while taking a trade, we have to understand that there should not be a single doji candle present, or the appearance of the doji candle should not be there at all. That would be the first thing that we are looking at. So the second thing we have to observe, is, while we are watching the candle must be red and its top, if you see, it's a very smoother top, right? So we need a smooth top on that. And after that, we need this central line. If you watch very closely the central line, this line is crossing this 50% line, which is showing us the reversal strength. There is a very good chances that the candle will reverse. The market has been reversing itself, and that is where you can execute the trade. There are actually 3 ways to take the trade, but let me tell you about the first one. So the very first one would be the observation of red candle, and soon after the red candle has formed, we look into the central line. This line must be crossing the central line from top to bottom. Once it did, we'll close the trade at that instant. We open up the trade and we'll close the trade at that instant. That's how we'll be using the strategy. So let's try to find out some good signals. Remember guys, if there is a doji candle appearing, we will not take a trade. So this is a halfway trade. We do not have any signals altogether. We'll skip it. We'll find another one. Okay, so this already has crossed the central line. I wish we could have taken a trade a little earlier, but right now we are a little late to open up a trade. Let's try to open another one. On Asia Composite Index, we already had opened up the trade, and we ended up making like around $54 profit in it. Let's try to wait for another one. We'll go to find, okay, so here what you can see is a sideways trend and a doji candle appearance. So there is not a very good signal right here. Let's find some more. Okay, so the second way of taking the trade is based on the overbought and oversold area. That means if you'll see, there is a 70% line and 30% line. So what really happens when the candle crosses the line crosses 70% line, there is absolute good chances for the trend to reverse its position, and that is what you can exactly see in this situation, right? Whenever the line crosses this 70% line, we will wait for the line to again recross this line from top to bottom. Once it did, we open up the trade in downward direction accordingly. Right now we do not have any signals yet. Let's wait for it. Let's wait for some signals. Doji candle appearance, no signal in here. We'll skip it. Again, I think there's a possibility of trend reversal. Resistance is happening, but this line is not crossing the 70% line from top to bottom. Although we have some risk-free trades left in here, we'll open up the trade of around $20. We'll see the graph for a minute duration, and we'll open up a trade in downward direction. So I basically switch the graph to a minute duration, and my trading time is around 2 minutes. Okay, let's find some more good signals. So you see there are 2 signals that are generated. The first one is the 70% line has been crossed from top to bottom, and we switched the graph to minute duration, and we found out 2 red good candles, and it is also crossing this 50% line, which is another signal. So we have signals from both the ends, and that is why we have taken the signals and trade into the same direction. Okay, let's wait and find some more signals. Guys, please give me a hint if you find some good signals. Always remember, while taking a trade, oh, Euro USD, it's a nice uptrend we have seen on Euro USD. Around 1.09 level. Let me see the graph for 13 minutes. Do we have any sign for the reversal here? I think we have a good resistance point around this price level, 1.08. I'm sure about this, that it will recover itself. But after how much time? That is the question. Let me see the candle duration. It's been recovering. The candle strength was very high at this moment. This is 637. It's been stucking around the same price level for a very long time. Let's wait for it. Let's look into the last trade that we have taken. How has it been working so far? It's showing us like around in the profitable state. Let me switch the graph to a minute duration. So why we did open up a trade on 5 minutes duration? We saw there is an entry from top to bottom that is crossing 70% line, and while confirmation for the same, we switched the graph to 1 minute duration, and we found out the reversal, and yeah, the trade is profitable. So whatever trades we have taken are on the profitable side. I hope you guys are enjoying today's special webinar. Please hit that like button if you like today's stream, and share it with your friends. And if you have any questions, you have a complete comment session dedicated on that. I'll be very happy to answer all your questions. Trust me, I joined or being part of Olymp Trade one of the best part of being working in here is to reach out to every possible client from my end and try to guide you the different trading ideas based on that. Let's find some more signals, guys. Let me know in the comment section if you happen to have find some signals. I'll be thrilled to take the trade based on your analysis. Let me switch the graph to 1 minute duration. I think we have seen some trend reversal. I needed a confirmation. Okay, let me just take another. I'm not very sure about this, but let's just take another trade. There's a support line. There is a trend line that we can see. If you want, I can draw a trend line in here. Okay, so this is what I usually do at times. The trend analysis. When the candle is reaching minimum 3 points, is where we basically execute the trade. And based on the signal itself, it was crossing this 30% line from bottom to top, and that is another reason why we open up a trade on this. Okay, we have given 2 minutes for the candle to settle down. Around $10 is what we have invested. We are waiting for the trade to close around the moment. Guys, let me know what do you feel about today's trade. Is it something that you want to share with me? And which trading strategy are you been using from a long time, and which trading strategy has been profitable for you? For all the new traders, let me tell you the name of the strategy is Japanese trend strategy. Right? If you don't know what really it is, so first of all, you have to click on this A symbol, this technical analysis symbol. Then you switch to the strategy section. You go to strategy section. Here, you will see Japanese trend. You click in here, the strategy will be applied automatically. Right? A demonstration. I won't be do that for the obvious reason because I already have applied it, so I cannot apply the same strategy twice. So yeah. So why we did take the trade? Because in here we have a rate of change oscillator for period 14. So it has been represented into the 3 forms, which is 30, 50 and 70%. Now our objective is to maximize our probability of profit on that. So whenever this line crosses, 30% line crosses from bottom to top, we can take an upward direction trade. If it is crossing 50% line, again we can take the trade in upward direction based on the candlestick formation, if it's the Heikin Ashi candle or not. Okay, we have a very good level of support in here. I think we have to confirm it. 1, 2. Let's take another $20 in upward direction. If you'll see, this is touching and going itself into the upward direction, and for 5 minutes duration it won't be confirming at all because it's been decreasing right now. In 5 minutes duration it is not crossing this 50% line, so even if the trade goes for the toss, there is nothing to worry about because it is risk-free trade. The last trade that we have taken on Asia Composite Index also seems to be on the profitable side. So yeah, I'm very happy for today because the market is seemingly favoring us. Remember guys, do not get carried away while trading, right? Because the market is full of all the uncertainties. Our objective is to maximize our potential but reduce our losses. So how effectively you can take the trade is basically based on that. We have one more comments. Mr. Sarang said, sir, can you give me one personal session regarding news trade? Mr. Sarang, I would absolutely love to do that. In case you are having advanced or expert status, you go to this help section, go to support option, right? In the chat window, send a request to the support department that you wanted to have a special session with the financial analyst team. Your session will be scheduled with me or my colleagues based on their availability. So yeah, that is one way that you can have an active conversation with me as well. And we'll be very happy to, and we will be very thrilled to guide you because I have been teaching Olymp Trade. I have been in Olymp Trade, part of Olymp Trade from more than 5 years, and there are a lot of colleagues of mine. So I do have a total trading experience of more than 16 years. So I've been doing trading from last 16 years. So guys, let me know in the comment section if you have any question regarding special, like specifically regarding news, right? If you have questions, sir, that means if how NFP works, how CPR works, there are a lot of things where we can make a good amount of profit. As you can see, I ended up making a very good amount of profit. I have opened some trades in my trading account. Uh, some of the trades, I think, if you'll see, these are the recent trades on gold on which we did scalping. This is where we anticipated the market to move into the downward direction. And if you look into the trade, we have opened up the trade exactly at the moment when the market was about to reverse. We took the trade, we make the money rather than staying for the longer duration. We make the money and left the market rather than staying in the market. So this procedure is called it as scalping. Scalping is basically been done when we expect the market to reverse. So whatever money you make at that moment, you make the money and you leave the market rather than stay in the market. We have another comment. Mr. Blackman said, sir, can you please tell me some tips and tricks for Forex market in Hindi, please? Sir, I would absolutely love to do that, but majority for today's session, like I usually take sessions on Friday, and they are basically conducted on English language, but you are seeking for Hindi, we have a special session dedicated on that, as some of the clients are there. I have some clients, I have some colleagues of mine who do take sessions or webinars in Hindi, so you can subscribe to this channel. And yeah, on I think Tuesday or Wednesday is where the day on which the webinar is being conducted. So first of all, guys, it was a very good knowing all of you, and very happy to see you. First of all, thank you very much for being part of Olymp Trade. We always intended to help you to the best possible extent from our end. If you have any question that you wishes to ask me, feel free to ask me. I will be reading your comments even after the session has been ended. It was lovely meeting you. If you look into the trades that we have taken, all the trades seems to be on the profitable front. These are the Forex trade that we have taken, and they seems to be all right. This is NFP trade that we have taken. We ended up making around $151, and we left the market rather than staying in the market. So market strategy works. Market analysis changes. It's based from person to person, but it is what it is. This is how, as a trader, you have to have an advanced option for trading. So thank you very much for joining it. It was lovely meeting you. I will be love to see you into the next webinar. Let me know into the comment section which webinars do you want me to take some live trades in my trading account, or is it like Forex? Please let me know in the comment section. You will like, please hit that like button, subscribe to Olymp Trade, and absolutely share with your friends who are traders and looking for trading journey. Thank you very much. My name is Akash Malhotra, and I'll be signing off for today. Thank you very much for having me. Have a great day and good luck in trading, guys. Thank you.